Welcome to DNA's Birding Adventures. We're gonna do some biking and birding, at least try it again. There's a beautiful lake right in the middle of Loveland, Colorado, so it's some urban birding today at Boyd Lake State Park. This is quite a change from the last few weeks of birding. We've been in the high tundra. Be sure to check out our last videos in Wyoming and up at Rocky Mountain National Park looking for the white-tailed ptarmigan, and found a few other birds as well. It was gorgeous. But first, some front yard birding. Sometimes it's real hard for Dave and me to get away to do some bird watching because we've got everything right here. We have this wax currant bush. You can see this green-tailed towhee just loving the little berries on it this time of year. And the cedar waxwings are showing their offspring how to find the berries. They've been coming over quite a bit right now. The immature cedar waxwings have a little black patch along the eye and yellow on the tail, but none of the other colors have come in yet. The berries look like they're ripe and delicious. We usually have the broad-tailed hummingbirds all summer, and they're getting ready to leave right now. We have 2 hummingbird feeders that we use since they're so territorial. Sometimes we get the black-chinned. We've also had the rufous comes in twice a year while migrating and scaring all the other hummingbirds away. Our front yard also has 2 bird baths, and this green-tailed towhee is enjoying this one.
Great picture.
Huh, look at that. Green-tailed towhee and a spotted towhee. I think they're buddies. Look at how much smaller the green-tailed towhee is. It's nice to see them together. Our yard is diverse, full of equity, and an all-inclusive resort. They're eating all the seeds left over from the jays and the other birds from the bird feeder that dropped on the ground. And I think we'll plant some more butterfly bushes for next year. Boy, everything loves that. These hummers and the butterflies are all over it. Great spangled fritillaries have been really busy. I learned that these don't migrate, they just lay their eggs, and then these are the females eating until they pass. Okay, time to go birding and biking. If you remember our last video, it wasn't too successful. Here's what happened. We'll see. I feel like I'm still learning how. I can't do this. There's no way. Okay, stop the video and then I will ride. Okay, and here we go. I did tie up the GoPro on the handlebars, so I won't have to mess with that anymore. We are at Boyd Lake State Park. It's $10 to get in, $4 if you're just biking in each. Today we're just taking part of the loop. We're going to go up to the end of the lake and back about 8 miles and see what we can find. The park has at least 200 species of birds that have been found in the past, 2,082 acres. The surface area of the water is 1,700, and some new campsites. I think there's over 200 now if you're into camping. What's it say?
All the state parks.
Oh. You can now purchase a $29 state park pass on your car registration. It beats the other fee of $90. And this one's a beautiful park. It's a great trail. I'm testing out the GoPro attached to the handlebars. It's hard to talk though while the GoPro's going. We had cedar waxwings in the tree right by where we parked, and a female and male downy woodpecker. You can see the female doesn't have any red. Just going by the large size, these might be the Lincoln sparrows, too large for a brewer's sparrow. Here are Canada geese, and then there's some mallards in there. This is the spot where we've seen some Wilson snipes in the past, but not today. Mallards. Red tail. You know you're in the city when you see this. There were so many birds of prey that were perched up on top of these high electrical wires and poles. Something just landed up on that wire. It looks like a red tail. It looked like another red-tailed hawk, and then believe this was a kestrel, and then later we saw, we think, a merlin that was using the wires. It was so far away. Here's a close-up picture Dave took from a different kestrel. Killdeer. These killdeer weren't too bothered by us, and then we saw a family of Say's phoebes trying to eat as much as they could before they migrate. The Canada geese are coming back. Some stay here year-round, but my camera battery went out right when this flew over. Luckily, Dave had a few shots, and then they landed in the lake. There were exponentially more birds at the north end of the lake where there's a no-wake zone, and the birds were pretty abundant. Snowy. Some American coots out there too. More snowy egrets. Black-capped chickadee calling. There's a ton of seagulls on that little peninsula. Probably ring-billed, but let's take a look maybe. Great blue heron. Just gonna catch it. The great egret with snowy egrets. The great egrets are quite larger in size than the snowy egrets, plus they have that orange beak or yellow beak. American goldfinches in those sunflowers. They breed later in the year to take advantage of these fall foliage flowers. Sounds like babies. We're pretty sure this was a merlin, and if you can tell, let us know in the comments. It was larger than a kestrel, definitely a bird of prey, and a falcon. Here are a few blurry screen captures from the video. And it's always nice to see a common raven. They're so majestic and huge. We are heading back. There's a blue jay right up in there. Somewhere. This double-crested cormorant was flying by as we were heading back to the parking lot, right next to another great blue heron. Northern flicker. Our urban birding and biking gained us 23 different bird species. We did not add any to our 2024 list, but that's okay. It was a nice day. Thank you so much for watching DNA's Birding Adventures, subscribing, liking, commenting, letting us know if we'd labeled some of the birds wrong. Until next time, happy birding trails to you.